Hi, my name is Dylan, and I have this laptop. This is my Gateway N series laptop. It is an Nv55c57u, and today we're going to fix it. So first of all, the tools that we're going to need today is a Phillips head screwdriver, as you can see here, and just a spudger tool, just to get under the screen. So the first thing we're going to need to do is disassemble our laptop. So let's open it up. And you are going to see two screws. One right here, and one right here. They will be covered by some black film, so you're going to need to take that off. And then it's as simple as unscrewing this bezel so we can take it off. Okay, now after that, that's where this spudger tool comes in. We are going to stick it under the screen and pry it up a little bit. You'll hear it click whenever it starts coming loose. That's a good sign. Okay, now we're going to use our fingers, pull it up the rest of the way. As you can see, it's starting to come loose. So just very carefully keep pulling it off. And it should just come right off like this. Okay, now once we get our screen loose, you're going to see some more screws. One right there, right there, right there, and right there. Obviously, the next thing we need to do is take those out. Now that we have the screen loose, believe it or not, we're almost done. Next thing we have to do is find the connector connecting the LCD to the laptop itself. That's typically going to be covered in some type of tape to keep it held there. Once we've found that, we are going to slowly begin removing that. And being very careful not to mess up the circuit board it's attached to. Once we have almost all of the tape pulled back, we're just going to carefully disconnect it and set it aside. So by this point, you'll probably notice that the screen is only held on by 3 screws on each side, and that's it. So that's the last thing we need to take care of. Now the LCD is completely removed, so let's move these bars out of the way and carefully pick up our old LCD and get it out of the way. So I just got this package today. Let's open it. We've got a brand new screen right here. I got my screen from screencountry.com. Now we need to get our new LCD ready. So let's make sure nothing's blocking the connector. Okay, at this point we're going to do essentially the same thing we did to take it apart, but in reverse order. So first, let's make sure we have the connection down, and let's put it into the laptop. This could very well be the most difficult part. You just have to be very careful and patient. So let's find that connector we set aside earlier that still has the tape on it. And what I'm going to do is pull the tape back and slide this metal connector right into the screen. Okay, then we're going to have to push the tape back down just to make sure that connection doesn't come loose. Now, with that done, we are almost done. we're going to go back to our pile of screws we had earlier, and we're going to reconnect these brackets holding the LCD to the laptop. Now, we need to make sure these screws go in these inner holes. If we put them in these outer holes, that's going to get in the way of the screws that are supposed to be in here to hold the bezel on. So make sure they go in this one, not that one, this one. And same with this one, in the inner holes. Now, all that's left is attaching this bezel back to the computer. So, we're going to start by pushing these pieces of plastic into the part that bends. Totally click. Okay, then we're just going to start our way around, pushing it down until it clicks and reconnects. But remember to be gentle, this is a brand new screen. With that out of the way, we're on our last step, putting these screws back into the bezel. Okay, with all of that out of the way, there's only one more step, and guess what that is? Making sure it works. Looks great, doesn't it? But let's make sure it turns on. Aha! Wonderful! So I hope you found this video tutorial helpful, and good luck!